Hey everybody, Bob Ross here for another commented match of World of Warplanes. This time we're reviewing a match played by F22Hunter on March 4th. So it was already 8 days ago. I'm a bit late on that one, but anyhow, we tried to review it already during the last stream for folks who were watching that, but there is a problem with my microphone cable. It somehow disconnected itself. And my voice didn't come through for that section of the stream, so we're gonna review it again. We have to review it off of the video on demand on YouTube of the stream because the replay doesn't work anymore. We're in a new version 1.21 or 2.1.32 right now, and the game was played in 2.1.31. So I can't use the World of Warplanes engine to replay it, unfortunately. That's why you're seeing the YouTube overlay there. All right, so while we're waiting for that to load, F22 is in the XP55. I don't quite recall what teammates and opponents are in. We're going to find out soon. Or he's got MiketheGreat on the other side. We can see that. And Seahawk Fan is the teammate in the JU-88P. Now that's a very fun plane to play, but you're not going to win as many matches in that particular plane as you will in a more properly balanced plane, I guess. Okay, here's the full lineup. So Seahawk Fan, the JU-88P, the Stuka's big brother. F22Hunter and XP55 already mentioned, and they have a Dignifieddemon as their tier 5 companion in the Spitfire 1 on specialized. And then on the other side we have an imbalance in tiers. So we have only one tier 6 on the red team and 2 tier 6s on the blue team. So blue team should have a bit of an advantage there. We've got General BBR in ME410 on specialized, and then the 2 tier 5s in a flight are CrazyRazor from Apex in the Yak 1 and MiketheGreat also from Apex in the BF109E. Let's see how it plays out. So basically 2 choices in the first sector to play here, either the command center or the airbase. As the XP55, it's probably wiser to go to the airbase that we can cap entirely with aerial targets, whereas the command center is going to require some capture points from ground targets unless some enemy plane shows up. The ADAs are not enough to outright flip it. Plus we have a GA as a teammate, so we should leave it to the GA to cap the command center. So we start with the airbase. First couple kills are going to go pretty quickly. Getting a little bit of help from either the bots or the teammate, the human teammate. I'm not sure which, but it takes 3 ADAs to cap it. That's not too bad for a airbase, considering that if you don't get any help, you need 5 ADAs to flip it. And then we're heading to 5 or 4. I think it's 180 points, so it would be 5. And we're heading to the command center second. Now, it's a bit of a debate between going for the middle garrison instead. I don't mind the choice going for the command center, but it's a gamble because you risk it flipping under your nose like it just did now. And now you're wasting time waiting for the sector to unlock, whereas if you were capping the garrison, you wouldn't be dealing with that. Now you're giving a chance to the opponent to go up 3-2 on sectors, capping the middle garrison while you're waiting for the command center to unlock to get a chance of flipping it like we do now. Is he going to wait for the sector to unlock to finish that kill? Yes, he will. Good. Gotta wait kind of like 2 seconds once the sector unlocks officially for capture points to start counting. Specifically when the ADAs respawn is when it starts counting, so we gotta be careful with that. Don't kill them the second it unlocks, they won't count. And we've got half the command center down already. We gotta watch for enemies coming in to defend because we're pretty close to their spawn point here, so it's pretty easy for them to come to the rescue of their command center. We have one coming here, the 410, and we move out of the way very quickly. Nicely done. 2 gain position on it. Oh, it's a P38F. Okay. That's should be 60 points. There we go, inside the sector for 60 points indeed. And we need one more kill to make this 3-2 sectors instead of 2-3. The Yak 1 coming in decides to move out of the way instead of finishing the kill. I'm not sure why. Had an opportunity to finish the kill but didn't want to take fire. He had a lot more hit points than we did, so could have probably have finished the kill there. Instead, he now gives up position because he's facing an XB55 that's way turnier than him, so don't get into a turn fight with an XB55 if you can avoid it. And as a result, the team, red team, is now down by a sector. We're already up to 9 kills and 2 sectors captured. Whoops. Why did we go back to desktop here? Okay, we're back. No worries. 380 caps for the first sortie. That means the first 2 sectors were relatively difficult to take. And we're down 2 sectors to 3 again. It comes down to that middle garrison once more. It's too bad my now frozen camera is hiding the mini-map. Would be interesting to see what's going on there. But we're defending the airbase here, probably where we spawned. We just missed that when we accidentally went back to desktop. We need to get out of here as soon as possible and start capping other sectors here. I understand we can't just let the airbase flip. We almost got rammed by a friendly here. And we quickly finished defending. Let's move on to a sector now. There we go. Already up to 13 kills, 540 caps. Well, we need to translate that individual performance into capturing sectors to win the match. All those points not going to help us at the end if the sector has more, if the enemy has more sectors, right? And we need one more kill, presumably, if red doesn't get a defensive kill before. And here we go. We're up 3 sectors to 2 with a good option on the 2 sectors that red has left. We've got the airbase here, 2/3 gone, and the command center. I'm not sure why we turn away from the airbase. It's to address the ME410 behind us here. So a bit of target fixation with the human enemy. That being said, there's a chance he could have given pursuit and killed us inside the airbase. So it might have been a wise move to actually try. At this point, though, we're going face to face against MiketheGreat. That's not going to end well for us too many times. Might have been wiser to head to the command center. It's easy to say once you see the outcome, but command center is more important than the airbase. It already had a bunch of capture points gone, so wouldn't have taken much to finish it off. And if we had known that MiketheGreat was at the airbase, then that would have definitely been the right decision. I get it, we didn't know, but you can assume that enemies are going to respawn at an airbase when you go there. So there's always a chance at an airbase or an airfield that you're gonna get an unfavorable spawn, that your enemy is going to respawn in your face, or even worse, behind you, and that you're not going to be able to avoid dying. So we respawn at the other airbase at the bottom here, and we're heading to the command center that we capped as the second sector in. Trying to go up 4 to 1 sectors. tall order. Plus, there's only the 3 ADAs there. I don't see any enemy aircraft, so we're not going to have enough capture points just with the ADAs to be able to finish it. Looks like a Hurricane 2 is showing up, though. That's an additional 60 points. It should definitely help our cause, and we score the ace there with the air defense aircraft kill. We now get position on the Hurricane 2. Very good tactics there, utilizing our plane's maneuverability to its full extent to gain position on the enemy. You got to use your best assets, right? If your plane is faster, then use the speed. If it's more maneuverable, then use its maneuverability. And we cap the command center. We have both command centers, which is great, except it's pretty late in the game. So those passive capture points from spawning attack flights are less relevant towards the end of the game, because simply put, they won't have time to hit a sector by the time the game ends. So the command centers are more important early in the game, and less important as the game nears its end. That being said, we do need the victory points that we're scoring from owning the command center, so just that alone was definitely worth capping it. We right away fall behind 2 sectors to 3 again, and this is turning out to be a very close match. We need to cap this airbase as soon as possible. The enemy has more sectors and more points. This late in the game is not a good situation. We do take the time to heal here, but the healing pad is gone, so we decide to not let it come back and just go engage an enemy right away, which I think, with the game being this close to the end of the game, is probably the right decision. If we take the time to heal there, we're just going to let the enemy possibly win on score. It's hard to tell whether the sector situation staying the same will lead to a victory for red or blue here. I don't advise trying to do the math on the fly. It's pretty difficult unless you're a bit of a math wizard. Given the numbers are changing every 5 seconds too. And we die after squall line. Now we get an eye on the score. It looks like it might be a draw. 780 to 791. So they need 2 more scores to hit their winning score, and the enemy only needs 3. So it is not going to be a draw. Blue is going to win 800 to 798. Very close victory. This is a perfect example of how very small decisions can lead to either a win or a loss or a different outcome. So every micro decision that was taken in this game was important to the outcome. Excellent performance by F22Hunter here with 23 kills. 3 deaths. It's a little bit more than we'd hoped for, but we were in a pretty squishy plane. And we did all right with 5 sectors captured, 800 capture points. That's quite a bit. Most of them being offensive, 640. And 19,140 personal points. Well done, F22. Thanks for sending in the game to review. That's it for today, folks. If you have your own replays you'd like me to review, feel free to get in touch with me on Discord. Send me the replay that way. I'll leave my Discord details in the description of the video below. Until next time, have a good one.